At some point, most of us externalized this feeling, this presence, and we look for it in others, especially on a day like Valentine's Day. But it's never left our side. It's just that we turned our attention away from it. Today is this weird day of the year that often catches me off guard because when I'm walking around in public, maybe at a grocery store or I'm at a coffee shop, I notice that the women are acting sort of different. I keep noticing them looking around with a look that I can't place at first. They're making eye contact with me in kind of an open way, which isn't normal in my area. First, I'm caught off guard. I don't know what to make of it. And then later in the day, at some point, I'll realize, oh, it's Valentine's Day. I guess all of those women were the ones who were alone and wishing they had a partner, and they were looking around, scanning the room for someone to connect with. And it makes me wonder, wow, are that many women feeling lonely all the time, and they just don't show it until this one day of the year where it becomes so strong that they start to look around and reach out with their eyes? I can relate to that. I've been very lonely at times. I've been lonely when I was alone, and I've been ironically even more lonely when I've had a monogamous, committed partner sometimes. I know I'm not alone. Both of those categories are everywhere in our society. People who are lonely because they're alone, and people who are lonely within a relationship where the connection has fizzled out for some reason. I'm making this short video for folks like that because even if you're alone, or even if you're in a partnership where the connection has faded, you don't have to be lonely. And this is going to sound like a Hallmark greeting card platitude. It's going to sound like a cliche, but I promise you it's not, because I've walked it and lived it and experienced it and felt it, what I'm about to tell you. You are love. Love is not far away from you, because love is being, beingness, sometimes called I amness. It's that strange, elusive feeling that you have that you are. Not words in your mind, not emotions in your heart or belly, not sensations in your physical body. This feeling I'm talking about is before all of those things. It's just that simple feeling of being here. It's your own presence. That presence is love. It is actually what love is. We often don't feel that. We felt it more as children. If you look at really, especially if you go back really young, you see that fullness, and that it's almost like a light coming out of really young children, like babies. And then gradually, as they get older, it kind of dims more and more. But it never really goes away. That feeling of presence, which is love, is always with us, and we don't feel it because we become so focused on getting love from someone else, so focused on scanning the room, looking for it outside of us, or if we have a partner, trying to extract it from them. Or maybe we learn that love is a little bit dangerous and overwhelming, so we put walls up and we keep our distance. Another reason why we don't experience this love that's inside of us all the time, because it is us, is because sometimes we carry painful emotions in our body. And if we're going to feel our own presence, which is love, then we would also have to feel the painful emotions that we carry. And so in order to get away from those painful emotions, we turn away from our own being also. But the problem is when we do that, we lose our ground. We lose touch with ourselves. As my first spiritual teacher once said, when you remove the banana from the skin turns brown within an hour. It shrivels up and turns brown because it's lost touch with its core. The same thing happens to us when we lose touch with this effulgent presence of being that we are. And it's really surprisingly easy to get back in touch with this. By the way, please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you like what I'm doing, and share it with others. Thank you. I appreciate that. Maybe not surprising, because how could it be difficult to get in touch with what we actually are, right? All you have to do, and you could do this today if you're feeling lonely, is sit on a couch, close your eyes, take a couple of deep breaths, relax, and turn your attention, that searchlight that you have in your head, turn it towards yourself and notice that you are here. Not thoughts, feelings, sensations, but just the presence of yourself. Just notice that you are here and sink into that. Let that well up in you and let yourself fall back into it and see what happens. See how it feels. To me, it's like the energy of a warm, loving hug filling me up, even though no one is actually hugging me. Usually a smile lights up on my face, even though my eyes are closed and I'm not smiling at anybody. The reason why that makes total sense is because when we do this very simple meditation of connecting with our own being, our own I amness, our own presence of consciousness, our own awareness, when we connect with that, our brain releases what people call the love hormone, oxytocin. Oxytocin is the same hormone that is released in a mother when it's nursing a child, also released in the child when it's nursing with its mother. It's the same hormone that's released when we're cuddling someone who we love and we feel safe with. At some point, most of us externalized this feeling, this presence, and we look for it in others, especially on a day like Valentine's Day. But it's never left our side. It's just that we turned our attention away from it. And like I said, maybe there's some painful emotions that we're trying to escape from. So when you turn your attention towards being, you might have to go through some layers of painful emotions. There might be some sadness there. If there is, let it flow, honey. Let the tears flow. Just let it flow. Let it flow right on out of you. Don't push it away. Don't grab onto it. Just turn towards your own being, your own I am here, and let the tears flow if they need to. They're not going to flow forever. They'll flow and then they'll stop naturally and you'll sink deeper into being. Or you might have some anger. If the anger is there, welcome it. Don't push it away. Don't grab onto it. Don't try to act it out, because all of those things will just take you away from yourself. You might feel some fear. Welcome the fear. Maybe your body wants to shake a little, do a little shudder. Let it go. Whatever rises up, welcome it. Keep turning towards your being and rest in it, and let that warm hug fill you up. That is the original romance right there, my friends. That is the inner Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day.